When I never felt that, come on, yeah. Never felt that, come on, yeah. When I never felt that, come on, yeah. You gotta get up.
That would be about Taft. Kill every animal larger than a wristwatch. There's Tiara about to kill something. Here, Tiara has killed a lion. Here, Tiara has killed a water buffalo. Here, Tiara has killed a hippo. Here, Tiara has killed a rhino. Here, Tiara has killed an elephant. Here, Tiara has killed another elephant. Here, Tiara has killed a leopard.
You thought he was kidding about shooting everything larger than a wristwatch, didn't you?
So now we're going to overshadow Taft and run against him for president. It was called the Bull Moose Party. Having to do, he was just shot a little bit. When they asked him how he felt, he was fit as a bull moose. The Progressive Party was the official name, but come on, Bull Moose Party, can't argue with that. Princeton University, Governor of New Jersey. The book gives him credit for implementing the direct primary, where the people get to choose their candidates. Utility regulatory boards. That's water, electricity, all that sort of stuff. The book calls it a model of progressive reform. Under his leadership, Princeton was also the only segregated university in the North.
I've got a president for you, Woodrow Wilson. How do you do? I got a president for you, Woodrow Wilson. Doodle-doo. I got a president for you, Woodrow Wilson. How do you do? I got a president for you, Woodrow Wilson. Doodle-doo.
Personally, the loss of the Bull Moose Party is disappointing to me. Think about it. If they had won, today we could have the small, hairless, nocturnal rodent party versus the stench-emitting ox party. Income tax and the 16th Amendment. Direct tax imposed on a person, that's unconstitutional. Indirect, sales, tariffs, that sort of stuff, passed on to the seller, are constitutional. Now, the 16th Amendment was ratified under Wilson's administration, but if you remember how constitutional amendments do get ratified, the president has nothing to do with that. Proposed in Congress, ratified at the state level. We have the Federal Reserve today, 12 reserve banks, and the Federal Reserve Board, not actually part of the government, do not have to do what the president tells them to do. You loan money from a bank, they charge you interest. Banks borrow money from the Federal Reserve, and they're charged interest, the prime interest rate. After the election, he realized that Roosevelt had been right. Big businesses were more efficient and unlikely to be replaced by smaller, more competitive firms. I need you to look at that carefully. That is an opinion. That is not history. If the government did not allow trust, then smaller, more firms would be forced into existence. Maybe that would have been more competitive and better for the country, or maybe not. But this is an example that there's no such thing as something that is good for America, as in good for all of America. He not attacking trusts was good for those who own trusts, but not for your average consumer, people like you and me. Putting the fox in charge of the henhouse. Anybody want to guess who got the lower prices? Yeah, you win, rich people.
With your baby mine, you hold her hand and she holds yours, and that's a very good sign that she's your tootsie wootsie in the good old summertime.
As opposed to Booker T. Washington, who felt that African Americans needed to build up an economic base and then white America would accept them. And a race riot in Springfield, Illinois is significant because somebody important was born in Springfield, Illinois. The NAACP, still probably the most active civil rights group in America today. It was Abraham Lincoln. If you sold Ford Motors, you had to sell the Dearborn Independent. And as you see, the international Jew, the world's problem, he blamed everything from World War I to jazz music and race mixing on Jews. Henry Ford, for some reason, he's a folk hero with the Model T, and yet the amount of damage he did will never be able to be determined. Leo Frank, member of the owning family, a Jew from New York, obviously stood out in Atlanta. Mary Fagan, raped and murdered. The other man in the factory that day was an African-American janitor. Commuted. He was gone from death to life imprisonment. The people did not like that. Actually, it was a congressman that suggested the lynch mob go get the governor.
In the good old summertime.
Woodrow Wilson's segregation is not a humiliation, but a benefit, and ought to be regarded by you gentlemen, and be so regarded by you gentlemen, talking to a group of African Americans, when you have a president that feels such a way and is openly racist, segregated the federal government again. That's how you end up with 1.5 lynchings per week. When the person in charge carries that attitude, the people below will act accordingly.